What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite Portals podcast, Tijuana to Vegas. And on this episode 6, I'm reunited in San Antonio with the Godfather of Inspiration. This episode will introduce you to my friend Miguel, that's been a pivotal figure in my life and currently lives in San Antonio. So, first of all, I wanted to welcome you all back to Tijuana to Vegas. This is episode 6, and today I'm coming to you from San Antonio, Texas, baby. I reunited with my childhood friend Miguel, aka Sense, a man considered the godfather of all things that I've done, and we're chilling at my sister's place. Just a quick recap on the past episodes. If you've been keeping up, you know that I talk about my sister and hinted have and her podcast. While she's still in the works, today I want to focus on the reunion with Miguel and how it's been such a huge influence on my life. So, this episode is about friendship, mentorship, and those people in your life who leave a mark. So, let's dive in. So, Miguel, how are you doing today, bro?
Doing pretty good. Very happy to see you. I haven't seen you in, I don't know, Jesus.
How long has it been?
Well,
Let's try to track this. Let's try to track this down.
I've been married for 21 years.
Okay. And I left Tijuana. I've been gone for about the same amount of time, 21 years. So we met in Playas de Tijuana. We're both from Playas de Tijuana from 6646. And my homie Sense right here sitting with me. He is old school veteran soldier, what we call in Spanish, un soldado, from a different crew than I am. What crew were you tagging with, or who were you rolling with back in the day?
Um, el último era el Easy, eran de Otay, eran los Evil Criminals. Pero ese que duró poquillo antes de irme a hacer otras cosas. Era ese. Pero me juntaba con varios, algunos eran el PL y el AMP y...
Right on. So, I was from PL13, Puro Loco. ML is Mira Locos. Um, and he was from a different crew. So in Tijuana, there's certain bigger tagging crews, and there's ones called like HEM, Metro Mexico. Tagging crews, TKO. There's a lot of them that you'll see that's also in San Isidro and in Tijuana, because we're border children. Miguel, just like me, and he's older than I am. I'm 41. How old are you, bro?
46.
He's 46. So he's like my sister's age. He's like um I guess one high school generation older. So we pretty much clicked because he was always the oldest and I was the youngest of the group in which we were hanging out of. So he's like literally my godfather, and in Spanish when you say godfather, padrino, it's like the person that is older, more wise, has done things before, and it kind of teaches you and guides you through different experiences, which can be anything. You know what I mean? From going out to tag, to go out to, buy weed, different things. Because in Tijuana, we're talking about 25, 30 years ago, where it was highly illegal. Like, you couldn't even have a seed or scent on you. Like, how many times have we gotten pulled over that the cops would like smell our fingers and shit if we had smoked weed?
Or the soldiers,
Or
remember?
the soldiers, dude. Tell me about the soldiers. I think these people need to hear about the soldiers. They don't have that in the United States of America.
No,
Can you explain what the soldiers are?
it's basically a military checkpoint at certain points on federal roads. So they're looking for
Contraband.
drugs, guns, or even any money, whatever.
Money. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They want your shit.
Yeah. So usually we got stopped because there was a bunch of kids in a car, you know.
Profiling to the max down there, right?
And they would always search us, but they would never find anything.
Oh, and an insert, real quick insert. Miguel was the only one. Sense was the only one that had a car back then, and he had the Buick and the Saber, and this mofo had he made his own subwoofer box that literally was the whole back seat of the Buick, and it fit one tiny person in the corner, and he was willing to sacrifice like where 10 Mexicans could sit to have a sound system. He did not give a fuck.
It was 215s and a 12.
215s and a 12. That's just on the base end, guys. We're not even talking about it like the rest of the shit. Like Miguel is a genius on so many different levels. Like this mother guy is like a MacGyver of MacGyvers. Tell me a little bit, Miguel, about the different things that you studied. I know you know how to weld, how to do circuitries and stuff like that. Can you tell me a little bit about your background for people who don't know that are listening? That I want them to understand that people from Tijuana, we're educated, and we're not like this profile that they put on
Oh
us.
yeah, no, I've been studying electronics since I was a kid in la secundaria. You know how they taught you electronica?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
used to, I had a really good teacher and she taught me all the basics. Um, I learned to use a computer in Playas. I took my first computer class in Playas.
Me too. Actually,
It was with a DOS. It was crazy because it was all commands and it was a big old dot printer
Whoa, I never experienced that.
so
No.
we had to program certain things in there and make it print and
It's like a fax machine, kind
no,
of like in binary or what?
no, it was an actual printer, but it was a dot printer. With one dot at a time and a big old sheet with a.
Okay. Like the old school fax machines that would have, but those were faster.
I think older.
Yeah, older.
Older, dude.
Yeah, older, yeah, totally. Nah,
So,
and then cause I remember like, cause I started hanging out with you when I was like 15, 16, 17, 18,
yeah.
19, and I got in trouble. I kind of like disappeared for a while and had
You
to
work.
do my
We worked
thing.
together for a while.
We worked together too. Oh shit!
You were really good at it too.
Thank you, man. I don't, speaking in previous episodes, I was talking about the commute that I had to do to go to school every day. That was like an hour and a half to 2 hours each way.
I used to pick you up at your house.
So you would pick me up at what time?
I don't know. It was like 5:30 in the morning, 6, something like that.
So like 5:30 in the morning, pick me up, and we would drive to the border, and then wait for like an hour. Right? It's average
like
time, an hour to 2 hours. It's like an average waiting time. If you're lucky, you'll get 45 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
So, and then after that, the job was like past San Diego. It was already, I think it was in Poway or Corona.
It was Poway.
It was in Poway. It was by where the dudes from Blink-182 are from.
But we used to drive. We used to drive.
Alternate.
To when we ran cables, we used to.
Yeah, we were running cables for a telephone company back in the day before the digital age, kids. So all the telephone wirings, like there used to be phone systems, like how you see in old movies that have those old business phones. We were the guys that went to like the schools and offices that ran all the telephone wires into a system that went into the automatic system, and it was a pain in the ass. It was all color coded. It was like literally being in rafters all day. And but I remember Miguel Sense. I'm just say Sense because Miguel sounds weird. My boy Sense. I had the van though, because he had the license. So I remember they gave him the van, and I would ride with you. Right? I was like the tech support, and this motherfucker's obviously the genius. So that lasted for a while, dude. That was cool, but man, we would cross the border, and that would take us like an hour or more to drive there.
Yeah,
So
and then to come back.
and then to come back, so like we were again spending 4 or 5 hours of our day.
Yeah, and I mean, we work late too sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, they kind of understood, you know.
But yeah.
But also I was telling in previous episodes that you had a little bit of experience in the Navy. That you're in the
Yeah.
Navy for a while, stationed in the National City,
Yeah, 32nd Street.
32nd Street, and I was mentioning Carlos that he was doing ghost staff, which is he was staffing people to work
Yeah.
for the building the ships
Yeah.
at the Navy Yard
Then
in
he
National City by the
one.
miles of cars, right down there. But cool thing. So Miguel and I, Sense and I, we used to hang out and we used to have wild trips. I'm not gonna get into it in the docu series just to keep it family oriented. But we used to hang out at this place called Café Virtual, the virtual cafe, and this was the dawn of the internet. When like nobody, I had a computer,
In
mouse. I was
Mexico,
lucky
huh?
in Mexico. This is in Mexico, like so it was dial up, AOL, IM
Yeah.
messaging, and you would go to these cafes, internet cafes, and rent out for like an hour a computer for like $1, and you would get to go online and check your emails or whatever. It was brand new. So Miguel's wife actually worked at that cafe
That's
when
where
me
I met her.
where he met her, and she was the one that used to take care of everything in regards to money orders, food services, etc. when the boss wasn't around. So that's when Miguel started hitting on her. Now I remember, and we that was our spot for a while. We used to do shows there, punk rock shows. Rest in peace,
Yeah.
Alex. And so after that, like, how did you and Socorro get together? Because I never knew that.
Uh,
That's kind of like, because I never saw you guys like as being a couple.
well,
Because remember, she was like really close-minded, and at
uh,
that time we were very like wild.
well, we weren't really boyfriend girlfriend for a while because she was a minor.
Oh
So
yeah.
we were friends, and
And in Mexico, it's 16, and she was younger than that. I think when you guys met, she was like 15.
yeah, well, and I mean, I didn't want to do anything till she was 18, like,
Yeah, yeah.
and it started getting serious. We like there was something there, so we kind
Yeah,
of
that's cool.
gravitated to each other. I
Aside,
remember
dude.
Armando used to tell me to go away because I distracted her too much. Decía,
From her job.
me la distraes mucho, ya vete, ya vete a una mesa.
Go play chess.
No, yeah, o me decía que me daba horas gratis en la
Yeah,
computadora y la
yeah.
chingada.
Here's an Xbox. Here's a
So,
PlayStation. Go play.
so he's like, go away. I was like, I'm waiting for my order.
Yeah, yeah. No, because he did have the bombest food. Honestly, he had the bombest food, and I remember it was cool
The
because
carrot cake, dude.
the carrot cake, the Oreo, everything, dude. And there was also Café Ros, and there's a couple other spots that we used to frequent. But one of my favorite times is like back when we used to do our stoner little like drive-bys or drives to go smoke.
La ruta.
And yeah, so Miguel, el pinche sense, he had different routes, Ruta uno, 2, y 3. Because over there in Mexico, the taxis, they have different routes, just like a bus route, 1, 2, and 3. So sometimes we'd be like, nah, let's take Route 2. And then we'd take Route 2, which is a different drive.
Depending on where the cops were
Just to
at.
switch it up, yeah, from the cops. So it was a constant hide and seek from the cops because
And it was fun.
it was fun, dude, and it was just like if you were young driving around, they would pull you over,
Oh yeah,
like
no.
no matter what. It was
Yeah,
like,
if a cop pulled you over, you knew you were gonna lose some money.
yeah, at the most,
At the
at the
most.
most, you get to keep the weed, but no,
I had a cop actually take the weed from me, and you might have been there. I don't know. And then they went,
probably.
they did a U-turn and then got back right behind me, and I was like, really? Martin, And I was like, really? And then the cop's like, hey, you guys want to buy some weed?
Oh, that's a good one, dude.
Because he left me some money. And then he
Oh,
went
yeah.
back.
Get
And
the
then,
rent. Be like, hey, give me back. Trade for trade.
So I was like, okay, I'd rather have some weed.
That's fucking tight, dude.
So yeah, that's
So
crazy.
just to give everybody a scenario, right now, we're in San Antonio, Texas. We're in the backyard, my sister's backyard of her very first home. Um, Sense and I, well, he's a Boy Scout with all the badges, so we built a fire, and we're just kind of kicking it out here. And she's inside with her friends from Univision, so we're just over here doing our black sheep thing that we've done all throughout our lives, on the low. But uh, but yeah, so Playa de Tijuana, hanging out with Miguel's awesome. I know I'm looking forward to hanging out with Sense some more because Sense is all about he's a Texan. He's all about his gun laws and his guns and shit. And if you could please share with us what kind of armory are you dealing with here? 'Cause I'm down to go shooting, and I want to shoot something sick. So if you could just tell us what I wasn't expecting that. And I go, put it away. Put it away. My family's there. Okay. He's always carrying. He's licensed. I mean, this guy's gangster as fuck. Dude, he will not leave home without a gat. Anyway, I was talking about your collection, bro. Not your personal, dude.
That's part of my collection.
That's your daily, bro. I'm glad the clip's not in. But what do you have? Cause you opened a couple of rifle cases for me. Where I was impressed. I was like, I want that, and I want that, and I want that. I felt like John Wick when he goes to the fucking thing and he starts ordering shit.
Well, I don't like to really say in public what I have.
Okay, yeah, let's not release. We're not gonna, for legal reasons, even though we're in the state of Nevada.
No, they're all legal.
We're in the state of Texas. Everything's legal, but we don't want to put on blast what my homie has.
Exactly.
Because if some shit goes down, homie, I don't want you to know what I have, dog. Because the first person I'm gonna call is Sense, and the second person you're gonna see is Death. So just so you know, real quick, I'm not gonna tell you what the arsenal is. You do know that we're both carrying at the moment. So that's all you need to know. And I ain't talking about carrying babies, homie. So we keep the banana clip out. Chiquita's with us. You already know how we ride. Katrina's at my house. I don't know what he's got going on, but we're going shooting while I'm out here. 100%. Another thing, I don't know what you think, but I wanted to go to the Six Flags here. Is it sick? Is it sicker than the one in LA?
I haven't been to that one. My wife has, but I don't know.
Okay. How about, I went to the Riverwalk like 15 years ago. Is it cool? Is it just like a mall that's around the river? Because that's what I remember.
It's basically a shitload of restaurants all around, and
you can take the little boat and shit.
Boat.
Yeah.
Now it's really cool if you come during fiesta, because that's what it is, a whole fucking party everywhere, and they close out part of downtown, and all you do is just drink and walk, and then right there by the river walk there's a stage, and there's like live music.
Nice.
So that's cool, and all the lights are on, and
I want to go down there and film a music video on the boat, like be on the front of the boat, and have it like going to there and the guys on the back and have me be filmed. Like, is that possible?
I don't know. You might.
I mean, with money, anything's possible, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've never asked them, hey, how much if I can film something?
Yeah, I want the private boat ride.
Yeah, exactly. They might want to pay
for the passenger. Yeah, because my sister is saying, no, my mom.
Because some of them do little tours, like dinner things.
Yeah, no, my mom was saying like the regular rides, you just get in line and it's just like till the boat fills up, it won't leave.
Exactly.
Type of shit. So you could be there for 30 to 40 minutes.
There's little dinner rides as well.
Nice. Yeah, man. So that's a little bit of Sense and a little bit of growing up with him. But just to let you all know, all my friends are married with children. I'm really the only one that's single, so I really enjoy these times when I get to hang out with my homies. And I know that I wanted to share this with the podcast, but unfortunately, I'm going to cut this podcast short. I want to hang out with my homie, and I think it's been a good time, more than a good enough time. I do want to thank you for tuning in to episode 6, and reuniting with my buddy.
What is it?
The title
From Vegas
from Vegas to San Antonio now. Vegas to San Antonio.
No, what is it? Vegas to from TJ to Vegas.
Oh, from Tijuana. Oh, the
Detour.
Portals podcast official episode 6, Tijuana to Vegas.
Detour San Antonio.
Detour San Antonio. And we'll be back on Route 666. I mean, just kidding. Route 66. I mean, Route 664. I mean, Route 6646. Fucking A. Anyway, we'll be back en route soon.
Did you hear they added a second R to plur?
What the fuck?
That's exactly what I said. I think the last sorry to interrupt, but I just remembered it was so stupid. I think it's responsibility. The last down.
Jesus Christ.
So
Okay. Anyway, on my closing thoughts. This is one thing that I like to leave people with. Besides a good time. Okay, so I like to leave them with a good movie to watch, a good recommendation, and a good album. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this to sense. What movie have you seen recently that has been nah, dude, yeah, inspiring. Let's go, yeah. More like think more Forrest Gump and less Ren and Stimpy.
The last movie I saw, and it was I think a couple of days ago, was Moana 2.
Moana 2. Okay,
With my daughter.
See, with his daughter. Again, this is a family-friendly podcast. It's open format. All of my friends have kids. So Moana 2 is a great recommendation. And for music, what would you recommend? Something that you listen to. Like Moana 2 is a good family one. I like that recommendation. Rated G for gangster. So, but what are you listening to currently besides Portals on your radio?
Probably I'm not sure. I've been listening to a lot of psytrance lately.
Psytrance, baby. You can't go wrong with Psytrance. Download some Ace Ventura. Download some Asterix. Download some Infected Mushroom.
Capital Monkey, dude.
Capital Monkey. Flying Rhino Records. Tip Records. There's so many. Check out Goa Trance, Psychedelic Trance, Dark Psy, Full On, and Progressive. Just to get you started. Just to get you started. There's like 6 of the top ones. But it filters out just like any genre. But once again, thank you for tuning in to Tijuana to Vegas podcast number 6 with my guest Sense here. And we are signing off. And we would like to say goodbye and...
Ahí nos guachamos.
Ahí nos guachamos. Peace.